I faced off against a trash-talking gamer, and his mom ended him. I love video games, but man, sometimes I really hate the people I have to play with. Recently, I built my own gaming PC, thinking I'd finally dive into the world of multiplayer games the right way. But building that thing was a nightmare. First, I had to deal with Best Buy, which is basically the IKEA of electronics. You go in to grab one thing, and suddenly, you're in a maze, hunting down someone just to get an opinion you didn't even ask for. After 2 hours in there, I finally escape with my parts and head home, excited to game. But wait, building the PC was just the beginning. 2 hours of driver updates, game downloads, and troubleshooting later, I'm finally ready. By this point, I've almost thrown in the towel twice and considered just playing on my old laptop. But I power through, crack open a Red Bull, and jump into a multiplayer game, hoping to unwind after a frustrating day. At first, everything's great. I'm helping out my team, getting lost in the game, and an hour flies by before I know it. Then, like clockwork, he shows up, the guy who has to comment on absolutely everything. You know the type. He's cocky, acts like he's the best in the game, and won't stop chirping in the chat. Things hit peak annoyance at halftime when we switch sides, and he starts pooping on me and my squad for not pulling our weight. Dude even has the audacity to accuse others of cheating, when he's the one trying to pull shady moves. But here's where it gets interesting. After the match, he messages me, challenging me to a 1v1 in gun game. For those who haven't played, gun game is all about progression. You get a new weapon with each kill, and if you get knifed, you get knocked back a level. This guy clearly thought he was going to wreck me. Little did he know, I've been playing gun game for over a decade. We start the match, and from the get-go, I'm tearing through him. My friends are in the voice chat, cracking up as we listen to him get more and more frustrated. He finally escapes the third gun, a notoriously tough one, and I can tell he thinks he's got a shot now. But what he doesn't know is that the next gun he gets is a sniper rifle without a scope, a complete nightmare for someone like him. I'm toying with him at this point, just waiting for the perfect moment. And then it comes, I sneak up behind him, knife him, and send him back a level. That's when the meltdown begins. He starts screaming at the top of his lungs, losing it over the game. My friends and I are dying in chat, and then we hear it, the unmistakable voice of his mom. Turns out, this guy, who acted like the king of the gaming world, was still living with his mom, and she was pissed. She yells at him, the microphone cuts off, and just like that, the game disconnects. We're sitting there, absolutely losing it, laughing so hard we could barely breathe. I've never felt more victorious. After a day filled with PC building headaches, screaming kids, and frustrating installs, this moment made it all worth it. And honestly, I'm starting to love playing on PC.